Come check out my new merch store on Society 6. Find the link in the description down below. Hello everybody and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some more Fire Emblem Three Hopes. We are currently in the Scarlet Blaze playthrough and we are in Chapter 4. We just got to the time skip. So, let's get into it.
Scarlet Blaze. The struggle commences. It is the end of 1181. 2 years have passed since the Officers' Academy closed its doors. Having ascended the throne of Adrestia, Edelgard has begun to enact sweeping change. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus now calls Dimitri its king, while Claude reigns over the Leicester Alliance. All three house leaders have found their wings as rulers of a new generation. With the whole of Fodlan still reeling from these rapid changes, Edelgard decides the time has come to usher in a new era.
People of Fodlan, the Empire will stand by no longer. Together, we rise against a church that has become steeped in deception and corruption. The church has used their doctrine to deny you power and reshape Fodlan as they see fit. They thrust upon you the illusion of nobility in order to oppress who they choose, and they helped create the Kingdom and Alliance as a pretext for war. Finally, they teased you with the promise of salvation from pain they themselves inflicted, and did so in the name of their own profit. Well, I say no more. The Empire has severed herself from their hypocrisy by restoring the Southern Church and nurturing her people's well-being. And today, we purge the world of their evil forever. We will retake Garrigmock from the Central Church and stamp out any nobles who abet its depravity. By my title as Emperor Edelgard von Hresvelg of Adrestia, I hereby declare war against the false Church of Seiros.
Depravity and evil, these are the words that she uses for this church.
The past 2 years
That's some strong
have flown
rhetoric.
by in but the blink of an eye.
And while they felt short, they were certainly eventful.
I still think this girl's
The
crazy.
Empire has come far since we removed Arundel from power. We reformed the government, remedied our diplomatic troubles, and bolstered our military.
And most significantly, we gave strength to the Southern Church, creating the perfect wedge against the Church of Seiros. A shame our bishop has become the target of relentless censure as a result, why the Central Church even targeted him for assassination.
Okay, so we've speculated about this already, but from what we know about the church, there is a slight possibility that this happened. There is a possibility. I think that there's enough from Rhea that there's a possibility she might order something like this, but I still think that I don't know, there's a little bit of sarcasm in Hubie's voice there. It is very much in Hubie's nature to have set up this assassination as justification for what we're doing, for the war that we're starting. And who knows which one is true, but all we can do at this point is speculate. And maybe that's all we can ever do, because maybe we won't get a full answer for this. But it would be in Hubert's interest, and it would be in his character to have set up this assassination for a pretext to start the war.
Poor Count Varley. It could not have happened to a finer man.
Like, so much sarcasm here.
And then there's the matter of Lord Arundel. What are he and his minions up to now?
Slithering in the shadows of Fodlan, much as they have done for centuries. It will not be easy to drag such adept skulkers into the light.
Perhaps not. Then for now, let's remain focused on the formidable adversary ahead.
Did you call us here, Edelgard? It's good to see so many familiar faces.
I did, and thank you for coming. This may be the first time I've seen all of you in the same room since the Officers' Academy closed.
Likely, yes. We have all been rather busy marching down the separate paths life laid out for us.
Or most of us have, anyway. Others, such as myself, managed to eschew work in favor of a more leisurely existence.
Hey! I was working hard at staying in my room, but still... Father's been dreadfully busy, so he's never home. Which has been pretty nice, actually.
Hell yeah, at least there's that.
I was returning home to Bridget. I finished my task, and now I have been returned here.
Well enough. Now, as you know, the Empire will launch its attack on Garreg Mach in the coming days. Emperor Edelgard will lead the invasion personally, and wishes for those present to form the backbone of her army.
And as it has been some time since Adrestia had an army under the direct command of the Emperor, I fear we currently lack for officers. I trust each of you, and can think of no candidates better suited for the job. Will you do this for me?
So you've got other plans for my father's army, I take it? Well then count me in. I'm ready to go whenever.
I would have been happy with a life serving you here in the capital. But if war is coming, I want to see it through myself. I'll go wherever you go, Your Majesty.
Are you sure you want me? I've kept up my training, but this is an important battle.
We are not such fools as to squander a powerful asset such as yourself.
I've high hopes for you, and trust you will prove the wisdom of my decision.
Right. I'll do my best.
Be certain to save some of your hopes for me, because I most assuredly have what it takes to succeed. And with that... New Empire Army, move out!
Ferdinand, kindly leave the commanding and naming to me.
I don't know, I think it's better than Black Eagle's Strike Force, girl. Just... It's a better name. Not really. They both suck. You're both bad at naming things, alright? The Great Bridge of Murden Outskirts. Your tent is rather nice, isn't it? I suppose it pays to be a commander. You said it, things are totally different here compared to all the small-time outfits I used to run with. Now I've got my own space where I can kick back and keep all my stuff in order. This probably means they expect a lot from you. More than your title implies, I would imagine.
That reminds me.
Yeesh, this camp is something else. Did you see how many merchants we've got?
How tiresome.
Are you finished sightseeing yet? I believe I heard your employer calling for you. Okay, Manuela, Yuritsa, and Ferdinand has rejoined us, Bernadetta has rejoined us, and Caspar has rejoined us. We have so many mages right off the bat. Like, even Monica's a mage. There's just so many of them. Okay, so, spend renown. Let's see. Unlock you. There it is. Oh, yes. Yes. Dude. You come in at level 50? Damn. Okay, girl. Gosh, and she's in her Saros form. So cool. So cool. You come in as a Gremory. And a Dark Bishop. Okay. So, we didn't have any male mages in our last playthrough, so this is the first time we've seen Dark Bishop as even an option. Okay, well, we spent a bunch of our renown, but I'm okay with that. The Vanguard Whistle can be used to instantly capture unclaimed regions. Yeah, we don't really need that. We want to play the game. We don't want to skip. Oh, no shit. So we can get the Sword of the Creator. Dual crest stones power this profane blade, the Dark Creator Sword. Othame. Crafted with archaic methods, the sword is Kronia's weapon of choice. Cool. Thalus's weapon of choice. And Asclepius, a magic staff. Cornelia's preferred weapon. Crest accessories are a special type of accessory that will grant you the associated crest power when equipping them. However, crests granted by a crest accessory do not trigger as often as normal crests. Okay, cool. So this is how we can continue using things like Crusher and Ariad Bar and things like that. They already have them. Okay, if a unit equips a crest accessory for a crest they already have, then that crest trigger rate will increase. Very cool. Okay, we'll have to decide if we want some of these. We can get 4 of them if we really wanted to. Hold on, do any of them give... No, so the Creator Sword really can only be used by Byleth. Okay. The Dark Creator Sword is not crest reliant. Looks like anybody can use this. So that's interesting. I wonder what abilities this thing gets when it's awakened, when it's unleashed. It's a little early to be getting this, but I have to. I should wait, but I didn't. Deal with it. War is such a human enterprise. In that sense, we are very much the same as those on the other side. But we cannot coexist, so we are determined to kill each other. I suppose that's the nature of this beast. Okay.
How are you feeling?
That is all.
I have been having many duties in my last 2 years away from the Empire, but they are all finished now, which means I am able to take part in the fighting. I am believing that this battle will lead to peace and prospering for Bridget. Good to hear. I'll be counting on you, Petra.
What? You think it's strange to see me here after 2 years? Well, I was once an Imperial commander.
So you had a feeling.
Yeah, I figured as much. So, you've been fighting for the Emperor all this time, just like you did at the battle in Enbar, right?
Yes.
I love it. Every time we have a conversation with him and he just has like a one-word answer. I don't know why, but I get a kick out of it. There you are. It's annoying when you don't report in once you've finished a task, Linhardt. Very annoying. Furthermore, I have any number of things I need for you whenever you're not busy, which is pretty much always.
Not happening.
But I am busy. Busy resting. Now, please leave me be.
Oh.
But Her Majesty asked me to put you to work. Side with Linhardt.
Let's see.
Actually, I think we should all take a page from Linhardt's book and rest more. You, Edelgard, Hubert, you're all overworked.
Excellent.
Exactly so. What an exceptionally smart thing to say.
I hear that, yes.
Fine, I see how it is.
You're looking good.
I hope I see the Archbishop's right-hand man Sedith or Thunder Catherine at Garreg Mach.
Well?
They've got tons of other strong fighters too, and I can't wait to take them all on. How about you? Claim you're not interested.
Let's see.
Mercs are all about results. Pulling off the mission is the only thing that matters.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I guess that's one way to look at it. I mean, this one fight's not going to decide the whole war, right?
Did you need something?
Apparently, this is the first time in 300 years that an army of this size has been mobilized in Fodlan. The Dagdan army attacked the Empire from without, and then the Almirans attacked the Alliance. Quite a lot happened, not that I saw it, of course. First time in 300 years. Yeah. Like I said, relative peace in Fodlan that Edie is just throwing away. I've talked a lot with Edie, so I long imagined what it might be like when this day finally came. But now that it's here, I'm worried. Our target is Garreg Mach, which means we're likely to encounter a lot of people we know. Empathize with their plight.
Let's see.
It's hard to fight people you know. You sure you want to take part?
No way.
I came here to fight, and that's what I'm going to do. How you doing, Randolph?
Oh, look who it is.
Greetings, you are Shez, yes? I am Randolph von Burgleys. Though we are not related by blood, I am nonetheless Caspar's uncle.
Right.
I hear you know your way around a battlefield. I look forward to seeing what we can both do in service to our grand empire.
May I have a word?
As you know, we are already in Leicester Alliance territory. Lord Acheron Phlegathon, whose territory this is not a man known for his reliability.
Indeed.
However, so long as Count Gloucester, who borders to the north, has announced his obedience to the Empire, we should encounter no problems. Now, we know from the Golden Deer, I think, that Count Gloucester might be tricking the Empire. That may not be true in this route, though. In this route, he may actually be on our side. Assuming we are not routed at Garreg Mach, that is.
Well, how'd it go?
Couple more owl feathers. I'll take it.
Any result's a good result.
Well. Right.
The battle has begun at last, our struggle to the death against the Central Church. I pray your work these past 2 years will prove helpful to our cause.
Let me think.
First, we mean to conquer the territory of the Alliance's Viscount Burgundy. He is a minor lord east of Garreg Mach who is strongly influenced by the Church. Okay, Empire Nobles. A register of prominent noble houses of the Adrestian Empire. This document is expressly for official use by the Church of Seiros. Students are forbidden to remove or peruse this document. House Resvelg, the most distinguished noble house of the Empire, tracing its roots all the way back to Great Emperor Wilhelm. It has been the governing house of the Empire for 1,100 years. In addition to the first emperor, its lineage is also traced back to Saint Seiros herself, which is why generations of emperors are believed to bear the crest of Seiros. House Resvelg resides in Enbar, the imperial capital, claiming all the surrounding territory as its domain. It boasted supreme authority both within the empire and without until the Insurrection of the Seven in 1171. The uprising saw much of House Resvelg's power stripped away by the nobility. In recent years, a series of misfortunes has plagued this storied house, and some believe dark clouds hover over the future of the Resvelg reign. House Eyre, a house of dukes possessing great power within the empire, second only to House Resvelg. The head of the house came to occupy the post of prime minister, rendering the title a hereditary one thereafter. House Eyre led the Insurrection of the Seven, and in many ways holds the true power governing the empire. So, House Vestra, a house of marquises, without a domain, existing in the shadow of House Resvelg. In addition to managing the darker tasks of the Empire, it is responsible for the Emperor's periphery affairs, including coordinating things such as ceremonies and rituals, Imperial consorts, and the Imperial Guard. House Vestra was allied with House Eyre in the insurrection. House Hevering, a house of counts that has inherited rule over the Empire's domestic affairs, particularly those relating to administration, finance, and the judiciary. It frequently clashes with the Minister of Military Affairs over these matters. Yeah, we saw that firsthand. Much of its territory lies in the Agma Mountains, enriching the house with the fruits of a lucrative mining industry. House Burgleys, a house of counts that has inherited rule over the Empire's Ministry of Military Affairs. It commands all of the armies that do not directly belong to the Emperor. During times of war, the head of the house becomes the Imperial Army's commander-in-chief. Their territory encompasses most of the Empire's main breadbasket, Gronder Field. House Varley, a house of counts that has inherited rule over the Empire's Ministry of Religion, whose main responsibility is to maintain amiable relations with the Church of Saros. However, due to the estrangement of the Church from the Empire in recent years, it is now more involved with the judiciary, causing political strife within the Ministry of the Interior. Okay.
Do you have a moment?
Welcome back, Shez. Let me apprise you of our plans going forward.
What do you think?
Take a look at this map. Our troops are preparing to advance from camp, which is located here. And our destination, Garreg Mach, is over here. Now, the intervening noble territories have ties to the Church. They will most certainly try to stop us.
You see?
We will have to rout these lands in succession as we make our way to Garreg Mach. We cannot let our guard down with any of our opponents. Be sure to prepare as thoroughly as possible. Have you looked around the camp yet? Feel free to make use of the training grounds and the marketplace.
If you would.
I have made arrangements so that you can improve your weapons and prepare for battle. Okay.
That reminds me.
I was born to a noble family in the kingdom, but I never could fit in with the teachings of Saros. But when I was a mercenary in the Empire, the minister of the Imperial household hired me on, and now I am the commander you see before you. Judging from the look on your face, you don't know who that is. Well, it's Lord Hubert.
Well, hi.
If you're ever injured, let me know and I'll see you healed up in no time. Oh, and I can take care of wounds of the heart as well as wounds of the body. Emotional injuries can be even worse than physical ones during times of war. Sounds a bit dodgy. Say that you find that reassuring. It's reassuring to have you in your infirmary here. This is the infirmary, right? It is. After the closure of the Officers' Academy, Edelgard got in touch and asked me to run it. And although it does put me in opposition to Garreg Mach, I simply can't turn that woman down. I really should learn to say no sometimes.
As it happens...
Well, just between you and I have had my share of worries these past 2 years. As you know, my father found himself in his situation due to Edelgard. Ah, well, things are what they are, and I will work tirelessly to achieve greatness. Stare at him in confusion. Not sure I follow?
Yes?
Oh, well, it is nothing to worry about. No matter what may occur, such business is no more than my own personal situation. It's flesh. All right, that's taken care of. What's next?
What is it?
Oh, I'm sorry, did you need something? As you can see, I'm pretty busy at the moment.
Yes.
See, my brother Randolph is also part of this army, so I have to do my job perfectly for his sake. Oh, this is a black day indeed. They put me right on the front lines. I just got married and had a kid. My little one doesn't even recognize my face yet. Actually, let's just pretend you didn't hear that. It's bad luck to be talking about that stuff before we go off to war. Knock on wood. Yeah, he's like, knock on wood. Yeah, I mean, if Edelgard wasn't so bloodthirsty, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. Welcome. Take a gander at all our wondrous weapons. So, we should, have access to everything that we unlocked in the original game.
Come back soon.
Good stuff. Oh, you're not hiding out in your little hut yet. What am I even doing here? I just wanted to stay cooped up in the manor, especially now that Father's gone.
Actually...
But then I was talking to Edelgard and boom! I got some stupid urge to fight and here I am. You were guided here by your heart. Hey, sometimes you have to follow your heart, right? Just try not to die.
Nope.
Ugh, Bernie, you and your stupid heart. You and your stupid heart indeed.
You, huh?
Ah, you've always got the same cloudy look on your face, don't you? Well, what say we go blow off some steam at a tavern until we're up?
What do you think?
Bet it would make it easier for everyone to soldier on if you did that. I'm down. Let's go. Drinking buddies. Hello, my friend. My, it's been quite some time.
Quite.
Like Manuel, I was called here by Edelgard, but that said, I have been tasked with protecting the Great Bridge of Murden along with Ladislava.
Please.
As such, I won't be going to Garreg Mach, so I hope you can take care of things here.
Good day.
I hope you're doing as well as I am this day. It seems you and I have both been appointed as generals during the last 2 years.
We will succeed.
Well, let's each fight to our utmost so we do not dishonor Her Majesty.
Greetings, friend. Nothing to report.
Keep up the good work, Commander. Nothing to report today.
Anyway...
Do you remember me? I used to guard the gate back at Garreg Mach.
That reminds me.
Sure, I remember you, but, why are you here?
Actually...
Well, I was actually born in the Empire, but I ran away from home and joined up with the church when I was pretty young. Just the other day, I got a letter from my parents for the first time in years. They told me to hurry back to the Empire, and when I did, I found all of this. I tell you, fighting people from the church is going to be a hard pill to swallow.
Got it.
Still, I'm fortunate that I didn't end up separating from my family forever. We read that in a previous playthrough.
Listen to this.
The church has mobilized everyone they can to defend Garreg Mach. Even some of those folks from Abyss, I think it's called. You know, the place under the monastery. I hear the church doesn't really care for them, but I suppose any port in a storm and all that. Still, if you see some of them on the battlefield, they might be worth recruiting. Speaking of, I have an old report on Abyss if you want to take a look. It's just over there. I've got plenty of goods that will surely come in handy. I look forward to doing business with you.
I carry a little of everything here.
Okay, good. All the skills are still available, so we can class up earlier in this one. Good stuff.
Hope to see you again soon.
What can I do for you?
Oh, if it isn't our esteemed general. If there is anything at all you require, please do not hesitate to inform me. If we're to be traveling from one place to another from this point hence, I suspect our cooperation will be essential to the cause. You know what, buddy? You might be alright. I apologize for everything I did and said in the last playthrough. I had no proof. We don't know if you were a spy. We're now best friends. We're best friends now.
You should hear this.
I've always thought of myself as a devout believer, so when I heard we were attacking Garreg Mach, I couldn't help but be taken aback. But when I learned of the Central Church's corruption and how Her Majesty revived the Southern Church to correct it, well, let's just say I'm glad I was born in the Empire. Okay. Seems like the only thing left is the training instructor. Here you can train your mind and body and gain proficiency in new classes. Never hurts to be prepared. I'm sure I'll be seeing you often.
Time to work you into shape.
Okay.
With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
We've got the bare necessities at least. Time to get to work. Alright, so let's go and speak to the strategist because I want to see this war map before we do anything else.
Say.
I'm responsible for doling out our marching orders. Give me a shout if you want to deploy for battle.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
Okay. Highlight a side quest on the war map and press R to use a vanguard whistle and immediately capture the region. Your battle results for the side quest will be a D, and you will not receive any experience, gold, or S rank rewards from battle. You will receive rewards for seizing the region and strategy resources, and you'll be able to survey any surveying spots. You can also engage in auxiliary battles for any regions you captured with the vanguard whistle. Okay. If you achieve an S rank when replaying the battle, you will receive S rank rewards at that time. The Vanguard Whistle can be acquired from the journal in camp in exchange for renown. I'm never going to use that, let's be real. Who needs it? Okay, so look at this. Enemy level is actually 106. Huh. Our people are levels like 1 through 4. We need to see what that actually feels like in an actual fight. Okay. So before I do any training and things like that, I think I want to try this out. And I want to see what this level 106 feels like for our level 1 through 5 team. Because what I originally was planning on doing was just going and resetting the levels of people like Petra and myself who already had high levels, and then going from there. But with these enemy levels being so high, yeah, I just need to see what this feels like. Okay, rout the enemy.
Another step toward victory.
I will prepare the Scarlet Path.
I'll show you what a mercenary can do.
I mean, both of our sword users right now are really high level. We don't have experience bonuses yet. That's wild. Yuritsa came in at level 47 too. Because when we picked him up in Blue Lions, it just leveled. I think he started at like a 40 or something. Or like a 45.
Another day, another state.
Okay, so you've also kept your classes. Okay, she's got her Labronda. Oh, Zero's shield. I forget what you... Is she in the list? Why isn't she in the list? Maybe we can't actually use her until a little bit further in. Just losing my mind over Saros, dude. I'm so happy.
We will be making it through this.
Victory!
Watch this!
To Lady Edelgard!
Begin. The Sky Spirit.
Okay, let's see if this is
Leave
like
this one to me.
prohibitively difficult. It might be.
That's my cue.
Right then. Let us start.
United, we are unbeatable. Now die!
Probably best not to overdo it.
There are avenues that yet remain open to us.
There's no doubt they're tough. What is our goal right now? Okay, we have certain people that we need to kill.
Here I go. They must learn who they're up against.
I'm swapping in.
I must tread more carefully.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
So this right now, get that, dude.
What is the next
This right now feels like it might be designed for doing the same one as a second playthrough, where you would keep everybody's levels, but I don't know, man. We'll see. Maybe we'll end up leveling up much faster because of this. And if that's the case, I might actually just be okay with going with it.
Any final words?
I could do with some reinforcements.
Okay, you were passively using all of your healing. So you're out of healing items already.
I do hope you'll make this fun for me.
I feel no mercy.
You're not allowed to. I wish I could relive my glory days. But I guess it's not meant to be.
Okay, so yeah, this seems odd. This is what I wanted to find out. This is what I wanted to find out. So this is designed for a team that is like leveled up to like level 50. So like if we were doing Blue Lions again, I think this would make more sense. I think that's what maddening is here for. So with that being the case, I think instead what we need to do is we just need to play on hard when we're doing a new house. So if I play on hard, that means that I should also reset the levels of the people who got higher levels. So hold on, let's just check this. When I switch this to hard, this is a level 16 now. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, maddening feels like it's meant to be a second playthrough of the same house when you're dealing with a team that's like in their 40s to 60s. Cool. That's fine. Now we know. And now let's see. I've never actually done this.
Time to work you into shape.
But we should be able to reset our character. Reset level. Okay. I'm okay leaving them where they're at. They're not that far ahead of us.
I'm getting...
I'm gonna put everybody level 5.
I'm getting...
So cheap this early. It's funny.
Great thing.
And out.
For
Well, would...
It's weird that Manuela comes in at level 6. Oh, look, you can check other people. That's cool. Wonder when they're gonna be playable. Why did you get Paladin? Why does Shez have Paladin for... Because we didn't go through Cavalier. How'd that happen? Does anybody know why that happened? Because I honestly have no idea. Okay, so instead of Gremory, they just go into Dark Bishop. Okay. And they have Warlock here, too. Warlock and Dark Mage. Cool. Axebuster level 2. Now, we learned better Axebusters on those, so we don't need to worry about getting that. Tonebuster. I wouldn't mind getting that. Ooh, that one could be really good on you. Yeah, because Shez usually has, like, insane charm, so... Get it, Shez, get it.
Take some getting used to.
Okay, that's something we can work on passively if we really want to. Maybe. Who do I want? Yeah, Bernie might be a good option for a Pegasus route, all things considered. I'm not opposed to it.
I just want to... Guess I'll have...
Okay, so this is going to go down this path here. This is probably story locked to a certain point. We probably can't get it until we hit a certain point in the story. At some point, I may be putting this girl on a wyvern, so... And we literally don't have room for anybody else. Got 2 empty slots here.
Behold the fruits of our labor.
I imagine this.
I need...
There...
Okay, lots of masters there.
Time to work you into shape.
Okay, mage class for you.
One cannot.
Cavalier, we're gonna need to go and buy some more intermediate.
Gaze up.
You're gonna go into priest.
I wish...
With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
I carry a little of everything here. You've got an eye for quality, friend. Hope to see you again soon.
Time to work you into shape.
I should get you an advanced seal so that you can go into snipers right away as well.
My style.
Also, I think Monica might end up being my, whatchamacallit? Dark Knight. I think Monica might end up being that.
Can't wait to see how you do.
I carry a little of everything here. You've got an eye for quality, friend. Hope to see you again soon.
Time to work you into shape.
I just want... Well, this isn't...
We both were sweating greatly.
What a...
What?
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
My style may change.
Yep, you're gonna be a brawler first.
We are accomplishing more together.
This is
Okay. I think that's all we'll do for the time being.
Training can be... With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
So, let's get onto that map. I'm going to do one fight and then we're going to end this episode. So, breach Burgundy territory. House Burgundy of the Alliance has sided with the Central Church and is blocking the Empire's advance. Defeat their forces and break through. Let's get that mace too.
Another step toward victory.
I'll show you what a mercenary can do.
Kneel before Her Majesty.
I'm going to doze off. I just...
Okay, lances. Okay, we don't have another one for bows. Oh my gosh, what buttons am I pushing?
The fight starts now.
Imperial forces,
Not a problem. I've got this.
here I go. No, they must learn who they're up against.
Oh, if I must. Leave this to me.
Right then. Let us... I will see my duty done.
They must watch this.
Okay, she is in Armored Lord now, which is different than what we had her in before, so let's look at this. Imbue attacks with fire again. Enemies are guarding when ordered to attack, reduce damage. Yep, that's all that stuff, but let's get into the class. Press X to deplete the class gauge and release shockwaves. Can be chained. Okay, so do you mash? You probably mash rather than hold, but we'll have to test that out.
I will ensure that what needs to be done is done.
Bend me.
We'll have these defenses crippled in short order. Sorry, I gotta fall back.
We did it!
taste more bitter than blackest coffee.
Let's move out!
You can't hold it.
Sorry to trouble you, but I could use a hand. Here I go. No.
Okay, you'll have to go around for that.
Who they're up against.
Not a problem. I've got this. Not a problem. I've got this.
We're not losing to anyone!
We can overcome any hope.
Okay, this is actually... Let's see. No, okay. This one isn't going to be new, but maybe there'll be some new stuff on the next. This is one of the classes I'm not very good at.
Dying would defeat the purpose of all this.
We're done for. The rest is up to you.
That was for...
Okay, I was not paying attention. I have no idea what's happening. Protect the monk. And wipe out the enemy before reinforcements arrive. How much time remains? 2:41. We're doing fine.
To it is.
Right then. Let us go to it. I will see my...
Take a breather.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
Out of the way! Looks like you got one tough fight on your hands.
Let's do this! Take this! I'll give you a hand.
Watch this. Stand aside. Success was to be expected.
Okay, defeat the fighter and claim victory.
They must.
Yep, we're doing fine.
I've got my turn. Enemy down.
Yeah, right. Here it comes. Out of the way! You're down!
You know, perhaps I really am curious about your power.
I'll win the next one too, if I just stay focused.
So I might be a little too scatterbrained to notice when our objectives change and stuff, so I may turn on the slow and steady option again. Just so that it does bring up that menu to tell me when things, when our, mission changes and whatnot. I already have a hard enough time keeping track of everything, so... I get so into the mode of fighting that sometimes I miss the dialogue or I miss when things shift and change, so...
The Imperial army has invaded Burgundy, and will reach Garreg-Mach within the month. With no way to stop their advance, we must ready ourselves for a siege.
We sent the bulk of the knights away last month, after the Western Church occupied one of our sacred sites. The forces that remain are thin at best. How are we to hold the monastery with such short-handed numbers?
Like, I don't mind if people don't like Rhea very much. Like, she definitely is like a shady character, somebody who's done bad things, although I do understand why she does them, which is why I'm a lot less harsh on her. But I do understand people who are really harsh on her. But you have to admit, Seteth and Flayn do not deserve any of this.
It is possible
I love both
the
of them
Empire
so much.
orchestrated that entire incident to bleed off our strength. Look at how thoroughly information about it was buried, and how quickly the Empire invaded after declaring war. It all feels carefully calculated.
Oh, it was 2 years.
I would not put it past them. If they bring war to our doorstep, they will want us on the worst footing possible. If the tides turn against us, we may have to abandon Garreg Mach.
Never! Edelgard is already using the Southern Church to erode our legitimacy. And now she has the gall to try and remove us by force? There can be no mercy for tyrants. So help me, I would like to put her entire army to the sword myself.
Is it truly too late to prevent bloodshed, Lady Rhea?
Fortunately, yes.
Edelgard must have her reasons for doing this.
They're not good ones.
If so, they elude me. The woman seems to consider our church's very existence an abomination.
They're
Yet
not
she
good
has gone
enough
to the
ones,
trouble
let me
of
put it that
reviving
way.
The Southern Church, which implies she does not mean to destroy the faith outright. Perhaps Garreg Mach is the true prize she seeks. Or worse, this entire invasion could merely be a precursor to conquering all of Fodlan.
Her purpose matters not. Our charge is to defend the monastery at all costs. I took an oath. I swore I would never again suffer the boots of thieves to sully this land.
Rhea.
It is a low form of comedy we find ourselves engaged in this day.
And that oath right there is why she has done a lot of the things that she's done that a lot of people have problems with.
To think the descendants of their empire will be the first to invade Garreg Mach.
All the more reason to prevent it. I care not if we shared blood countless generations ago. I will not permit anyone to defile Mother's resting place.
Okay, and with that, we're going to end this episode. So, thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Have a good one, everybody. I'd like to give a very special shout out to my patron supporters, Darren York, ZTD, 7th Son, Ivan K, Len, Knife Namaste, Kyle the Monarch, and Jordan and Emily Hill. If you would also like to join this tier or any others, check out my memberships or my Patreon in the description down below.